All right, so I'm EduTech, and we have,
Ethan Robert.
and we're doing our final project, and it's on Collegiate Strength and Conditioning Coaches Association. So present. So basically, our founding was our first question, where we kind of started off all our research and kind of we found like a big chunk of information. We want to kind of shorten it down. So basically, I kind of read from this and I'll summarize it. So, Collegiate Strength and Conditioning Coaches Association was founded in May of 2000 when strength and conditioning coaches across the country held a meeting in Las Vegas and held a vote for a new professional organization. The vote was unanimous, and officially there's an organization specifically designed to represent and promote the collegiate strength and conditioning coach. So basically, before 2000, they didn't have that type of organization that they wanted for college athletes and strength and conditioning coaches in particular. So this was held in Las Vegas, and it really was kind of the starting motive for this kind of organization that we have today. So,
Right. So core values. When I was kind of trying to find the kind of their motto, I found this and I thought it was pretty cool. So I figured I might as well put it in there, kind of to show off the thing a little bit. So they kind of go by three things, and it's called EPIC. It's excellence, professionalism, innovation, and character. So excellence in every detail of every action, and being the best version of yourselves. Professionalism, the GPS of conduct, behaviors that flow out of a mindset and a way of thinking that represent you and this organization in a manner that earns and gives respect. Progressively moving into the future with the creative imagination and being willing to break it to make it. Character, honest, devout, courageous, compassionate, and loyalty are the values of the CCA, acting on those values.
all right. So basically, the mission and vision, going off of that epic thing that Ethan described, it really was to just support and strengthen the conditioning coach, and they want to do it by like maximizing their abilities, skills, and knowledge. That means coaches before this whole organization, or basically this idea came in, and basically they were just underqualified, undereducated, and these college athletes didn't really have their mentor or their program to go into. So.
All right. So some certifications that they offer, kind of to, like AJ said, boost the coaching and help the players out and stuff. So they have 5 certifications I kind of found on the website, but they only offer 2, but they sponsor 3. Some of the sponsors ones are Certified Strength Coach, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, Certified Performance and Sports Scientist, and then they offer 2, which is Strength and Conditioning Coach Certified and Master Strength and Conditioning Coach. And to go off the last 2 that are offered, the first one, the SCCC, is kind of like the baseline one where you first get it, and then the Master Strength and Conditioning Coach is a step up from that. You get to take more classes to earn that.
All right, so now we're going to move on to like requirements and stuff. Now that we got over like basically what it is and what a vision is and kind of just background information. So first, you first complete your certification. You must obtain 45 CEU's continuing education program. So that's like credits or something that can be used to qualify to a certain course, and it has to be over a 3-year period. They don't want someone doing it over like 6 years and that knowledge is depreciating over time. There's, in addition, health and safety quiz that must be taken. A lot of doctors and all that take that. I think there's one for chiropractors. You have to take a quiz, or even teachers have to take a quiz like every other year, something to keep that training and knowledge up. You must also show proof of CPR, first aid, and AED certification. These are kind of just baseline tests I think all health workers have to do, and it's just something that, what if something goes wrong in the weight room or in the practice are doing CPR, first aid, AED. This is something that, that can be used in the field firsthand, and something that I think CPR should be taught all around. CEU reporting fees are $30 per year, or with the CSCCA membership is discounted at $20 per year. CSCCA is really just trying to boost that knowledge and education, so that's kind of why they're giving a discount for all those members that kind of go in there. And then more info is related to that handbook down below that we linked.
All right, so for members, College Strength and Conditioning Association has over 7,000. I think it's not quite 7,500, but it's close up. It's getting there. The CSCCA is well accredited. It's got the NCAA on their back, the National Commission of Certified Agencies, and the accredited body of the Institute of Credentialing Excellence, the ICE. And they're also accredited by the NCAA, because the NCAA the CSCCA is kind of one of the top dogs for this specific thing. And the NCAA realized that and kind of supported them and say, hey, this is a good thing. We should kind of like sponsor it almost. And then this SCCA is also a current member of the U.S. rep, so it's kind of in the United States and in that area. So.
All right, so now into the membership details. I kind of discussed that the CSCCA kind of has they want to encourage training, they want to encourage more education, so they have details that we found. We're also in the MSC right now, so there's a little loud noise. But memberships are $120 for full-time collegiate and professional level strength and conditioning coaches. This is basically those people that are at Division III, NAIA, any collegiate level NCAA colleges, that acquire for their membership. This is $120 for them. They're not really paid in the best in perspective, so the CSCCA is trying to like help them out, give them a discount and everything. And it's also for our not taking the SEC certification exam or are taking the SEC exam. So this is you kind of double dipping either way. So some people like to take it, some people don't. I think education for strength and conditioning specialists is honestly just the more education the better, the more you can train on something. You have 12 or more years of experience as a collegiate or professional level coach. So that's also another one of their membership details. Another one is 65 annual memberships for students, emirate members, or collegiate and professional level strength and conditioning coaches who are taking that exam. So that exam really is just basically, it's kind of like the MCATs, I think that's for lawyers, but it's just basically certifying that you're taking this course and you're going to progress this knowledge over time. All the benefits are listed below, but it's really just the CSCCA really is out there trying to find a better way to make education more accessible and make the strength and conditioning specialist an actual, like this job, make it out there in the public and make more people know about it.
So conferences, they hold them once every year. It's all over the country because this is a national association. This year, next year in 2025, it'll be held in Indianapolis, Indiana, on May 5th through the 7th. This year, it's kind of new. There's no membership needed to be at the conference, but there's still additional fees with that. Previous conferences have been held in Fort Worth multiple times, Orlando, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. The fees to enter the conference, so being a member kind of helps a little bit sometimes. So if you're a member, it's $385, but if you're a student with a membership, it's $260, and then non-members, as you can see, it's quite a bit more. It's $545.
All right, so this is basically just the sponsors that we found for the CSCCA and anything that goes. You see some high names like Under Armour and Teamworks, but you also see like little ones like Woodway or Kaiser, I think it is. But this shows you there's a wide range of spectrums that sponsors can go.
All right, so the reputation, I kind of found this on a website. He quoted it, yes, the CCA is worth 100% of what you want in a strength conditioning coach. The reviewee wrote an entire full paper on this. Some pros you can see there, pretty good things. NCAA accredited, that's a big one. And then cons, it's just you have limited enrollment, so it's kind of hard to get into because it's such a prestigious thing. But yeah.
So that we kind of expanded more on this because we're collegiate athletes. We think this is better for us. So additional insight. There's a plentiful amount of time and opportunity for this program to help people. I mean, internships, full-time, part-time, anything from full-time strength conditioning specialist or just that guy that comes in the weight room, comes in the practice and help out. I mean, our kind of personal thoughts would not pursue this association or receive our certification. I feel it is somewhat unnecessary for my career path. As Ethan wrote this section, he is going to be a FIA teacher, so that's not being in the collegiate level is something that wouldn't really be spend 3 years time of doing. That's another 3 years on top of 4 years of already college education. Also found it surprising the membership cost to enter is actually surprisingly kind of high. So it's all about over time. What's this better for you collegiately, or are you just going to stay around hometown and do this? So all in all, is it going to affect your career path in a positive or negative way?
Right, so evaluation, I'd give this thing a 10 out of 10 credibility. As I said earlier, it's pretty high in the standards for its thing. If I were someone that was going to collegiate level, I'd definitely suggest it. And then user friendliness, when I was in website, I kind of found it kind of hard to find some of the details just because I'm a kind of newer person with it. But if I was had more knowledge on this topic and was more, I don't know, had more knowledge on the baseline of it, I'd understand it better.